In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Trello to manage your entire digital product lifecycle from initial idea all the way to launch and delivery. Whether you're a course creator, a designer selling templates, or a developer packaging up software, Trello offers a surprisingly powerful framework for keeping every stage of your product development organized and visible. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. First, you'll want to set up your board with 6 distinct lists that map directly to the phases every digital product goes through. Start by creating a new Trello board and naming it something like Digital Product Pipeline or Product Launch Tracker. The very first list you'll build is your ideas and backlog area. This is a low-pressure holding pen where any thought, feature request, or brainstorming spark lives before it ever gets serious consideration. Don't overthink what goes in here. If a concept pops into your head, throw a card on this list so it's captured and not forgotten. Next, create your planning and scope list. This is where you take a raw idea and start turning it into something real by defining user requirements, outlining deliverables like PDFs or video modules, and setting a preliminary price point. The key here is to move a card from backlog to planning only when you're ready to commit some brainpower to it. From there, you'll need an in-development list. This is the active work zone, where you're writing code, recording screen captures, designing graphics, or assembling an ebook. After development comes a review and quality assurance list, which is absolutely critical for digital products. Every card that lands here needs proofreading, testing, or feedback from a beta tester or stakeholder before it moves forward. Then you'll set up a ready-for-launch list. This is your staging area for products that are completely finalized and just waiting for a release date or a scheduled email blast. Finally, create a live and delivered list. Once a product is published to your store or sent out to customers, the card lives here as a permanent record of what you've shipped. Now that your lists are in place, it's time to standardize how you build every single product card. Treat each digital product or feature as its own individual card. Do not try to bundle multiple products into one card, because that leads to confusion and missed deadlines. Once you create a card and place it on the appropriate list, you want to fortify it with Trello's built-in tools so it becomes a mini command center for that product. Start with checklists. For a digital product like an online course, your checklist might include subtasks such as record introduction module, edit captions, create downloadable workbook, and set up sales page. Breaking a large deliverable into small, checkable steps gives you a concrete sense of progress and prevents you from forgetting any piece of the puzzle. Next, attach your files directly to the card. You can upload ebooks, zip archives, or design mockups right into Trello. But if you prefer to keep heavy assets in cloud storage, you can link to Google Drive or Dropbox files so everything is accessible from one place. This is especially useful when you're collaborating with a team member who needs the latest version of a graphic. Then, set due dates for when each phase of the product needs to be completed. Don't just set a single due date for the whole product. Use the checklist due dates feature to stagger deadlines for individual subtasks, which keeps momentum steady and prevents a last-minute scramble. Finally, apply color-coded labels to every card. You might use a green label for templates, blue for online courses, orange for ebooks, and red for software tools. Alternatively, you can use labels to indicate priority levels, like high, medium, or low. This visual coding lets you glance at your board and immediately understand not just where each product is in the life cycle, but what type it is and how urgent its completion is. A common pitfall I see beginners fall into is creating too many lists or overcomplicating their labels right out of the gate. Start with these 6 core lists and a simple label system. You can always add more nuance later, but the goal here is to build a system that feels natural to use every single day. If your board becomes confusing, you'll stop using it, and that defeats the entire purpose. Another best practice is to archive cards from the live and delivered list periodically. Once a product has been out for a few months and no longer needs active management, archive the card to keep your board lean without losing the historical record. You can always search for archived cards if you need to reference them later. So let's recap what you've accomplished today. You now have a complete Trello system with 6 purpose-built lists that mirror the full journey of a digital product, from a raw idea in your backlog all the way to a shipped asset in your delivered column. You also know how to build a standardized card for every product, using checklists to break down the work, attachments to centralize your files, due dates to keep yourself accountable, and labels to give you instant visual clarity. This structure removes the mental overhead of wondering what to work on next, because a quick glance at your board tells you exactly where every product stands. A helpful next step would be to set up a weekly review habit where you open your board every Monday morning, move any cards that have progressed, and reprioritize your backlog. If you found this approach useful, consider saving this video to a playlist so you can revisit these steps whenever you launch a new product. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.